Hey guys, Steve from Lakeshore RV Center. Just going to do the video orientation on your new Cougar travel trailer, the 25 RDS. We'll start on the outside here, work our way to the inside. If you have any questions, or if I missed something, feel free to give me a call, 231-736-9162. But we'll start right here at the main entrance. You'll notice that this model has the flip-up steps. One thing you want to make sure of is that this door is all the way open, so you have the proper clearance for these steps, especially the side part right here as it goes in to the door jamb. If that door is closed just a little bit, it could get hung up on the door frame there. As we move along, you'll notice right here you have 110 outlet, and then also hookups right here for cable or satellite, or the antenna. If you want to have a television out here, you can hook that up. Above that is going to be a vent for your microwave, and then your two outside speakers just above that. To the right of it, this is your exhaust for the furnace, so just be mindful if you have the furnace on and it's labeled all over hot, 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 that you don't want to put anything too close to it because it could melt it. As we move along, your second entrance, these are the fold down steps here, so don't really have the same concern with the flip up steps in the back. Into the pass-through storage, took the cover off, and this will have a cover on it for the in command right here. And the reason I took that off is just to show you the kind of the main function of this too is it's color coordinated. It shows you what all the wires are for, but if you need to manually operate the slide out or the awning, right here, this dial for the M1, M2, we switch this over to M1, M2, and then what we can do is with this button, you can execute it. So if I push this button, this is actually going to be for the awning. The awning come in and out. So if something were to happen with the main display, the in-command display inside the camper, you can still manually operate the awning and the slide outs right here. So M2 is going to be for the awning, M1 will be for the slide out, and then you can just keep it off. Your execute button is right here, open and close. So just to show you that. As we come around to the front, deep cycle battery right up front there. That is a 12 volt interstate deep cycle battery, 230 pound tanks. Underneath the cover, your power tongue jack is right here. The on off switch, that is actually just for the light underneath. It doesn't have to be on to operate the tongue jack itself. That's just for the light. You do have lights on the front and the top of the cap here, and to turn those off and on as we go to the pass-through over here, this little switch right down on the bottom, we turn that on, now your amber LED lights are on. Oh, and one other thing to show you real quick is your battery disconnect is right here. You can see power on, you can flip it to power off when you're not using it. So our light switch is right here. The stabilizer jacks are operated, let's see if I can zoom in just a hair, right here for the front, extend, and then for the back, they're both in the front compartment. This is your solar controller right here. You can see it's nice sunny day, it's putting out a bunch of power. Your inverter is actually right there, and I'll show you inside what outlets that is going to run. Sewer hose is right here. It is a 50 amp trailer, so you have your 50 amp cord down to 30, and then the adapter from the 30 amp down to 15, that'll be right in the compartment here. Gas electric hot water heater, this is operated from the inside. I'll show you that. Your docking station right here, this is where you're going to actually hook up your water. The black tank flush is located right here as well. Give me just a second, I can get this opened up. So you can see, get this together here, right here for tank fill, and then city water, so it's down in the position for city water. If you want to fill the freshwater tank, move the diverter valve up like that, and that will fill the tank. You'll hook the hose up here. This is for your outside shower hose, and then just under that, that is going to be for your black tank flush. Again, it says right here, just make sure you have your valve open for your black tank. And those are located right under here. That's for your gray and your black. The gray for the bathroom, and then you have a second gray tank right here with a second outlet. That is going to be for the kitchen area. So again, for the black, you want to make sure when you hook the hose up to flush out that black tank that you have that valve open. As we move along, your slide out cover there on the camper, these are access vents for the refrigerator. If I back up just a hair, you can see the solar panels located right there, as well as your second AC right up there. So we come around to the side, back corner. This is where you're going to hook up your power cord. Again, it is a detachable 50 amp cord. And you have a ladder to access the top. It is a full walkable roof on that. Ladder is rated for 250 pounds. This is camera ready. So right behind the sticker, there are, you can see where that little cover is. There's wires right there to hook up a backup camera if that's something you would like to do. Right behind here, I have my keys up front, but this is where you'll hook up for cable TV or a satellite, just behind that door. 2-inch receiver hitch right here, and that is rated for 300 pounds. Spare tire, and we'll make our way to the inside here. So as we come inside, you'll notice in the back here, you do have a power outlet with the USB ports on both sides of the dinette. The hide-a-bed sofa right here, this will pull out into a bed. Light switch just off to the side here is going to be for the slide out. Refrigerator, this is a Dometic 8 cubic foot gas and electric fridge. To turn it on, push it on. It's on automatic. Seeing how we are not plugged into power, it would run off of gas right now. But I will just turn this back off so we're not using up your gas. Pantry right here next to the refrigerator. And then next to that on the wall is your light switch. That's for your main living area. And there's your light switch above that. This little guy right here, this is your temperature sensor for the main living area. And that will help determine the heating and cooling, but that's your temperature probe there. I'll show you the one on the in the bedroom here in just a second. Into the bathroom, light switch here for the lights in the bathroom, GFI outlet. So if you have some outlets that are not working, just make sure that's not tripped. Foot flush toilet right here. That is a porcelain toilet. And then your shower, this is the travel lock. Make sure that's down. Keeps that door from opening and shutting. Same with the pocket doors right here. Just these straps that go around and hold it into place. King bed up front, and then you have outlets on both sides right there, and then over there, and then plenty of storage off the side in the top there. This is the second AC, and again, this is going to be ducted back into the unit. You can open these vents like that right now, and it'll just dump extra air into the bedroom area. If you close it, it'll push it back through the ductwork, and there's the ducts all the way through the camper. Again, temperature sensor right here. That is going to be for that front AC, and then you have a hook up here for cable satellite, and then 110 outlet, and then a mounting bracket location right there if you choose to do that. We go into the kitchen area. Again, you have another outlet right there, 3-burner stovetop. This glass cover will just flip up out of place. The 3 middle knobs are to control for the burners. This is a spark ignition. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that will ignite the burners. And then on the end, this is the temperature control for the oven. Next to that is a light switch. Turn it up, it'll backlight the dials. If you turn it down, it will backlight the dials, but it will also turn on the light in the oven. And then just back to middle to turn that off. Keys for the camper are right around the sink, or I'm sorry, the faucet right here. And then your sink cover and then a strainer cover on this side. Television up top, your remotes and your owner's manuals are going to be in the cupboard doors right here. There's a blue packet right here that'll contain more of your owner's manuals from Keystone. The Furrion stereo, this is AM, FM, CD, DVD player, so you can play DVDs up to the television there. You'll notice it has zone 1, zone 2. You do have 4 speakers inside the coach, and then the 2 speakers outside. Zone 1 is inside, zone 2 would be outside. And then under that, that is your electric fireplace. And that also has a remote for it, but touch controls as well. So the main hub to operate everything is going to be right here at the end command. Power, turn it on. Now, because I already had it on, it's not asking for a passcode, but the passcode is going to be 0000. So 4 zeros, and that'll get you to the main panel right here. Home screen is this right here, heating and cooling. So if we want to turn that on. Front AC, if you want to turn that on, you just hit mode. It'll go to fan. If you want to cool, you can cool it right there. It will show you the temperature it's set at. You can operate that just by touching the screen, and it'll show you the temperature of the zone. So it's 90 degrees up in the bedroom. If we go to the rear, and again, that's going to be that little probe right over there on the wall, right over there. 86 degrees, and then from the rear only, you can operate the furnace. So you can go to fan, you can go to cool, okay? You can go to heat, so which is furnace. And then another cool setting is automatic. So you can set it at whatever temperature you want. Let's say we want to set it at 74 degrees. It will turn the AC on right now to cool it down. Let's say it gets down to 50 degrees tonight. I'll turn the furnace on to help maintain that 74 degrees. You'll also notice underneath you can do a schedule on this. I'll show you where to set up the time, but yeah, you can, if you wanted to, you could set up a schedule. So if you're going to be back, let's say 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you can set the schedule to start at 2:30 to cool down or heat up the camper, whatever you choose to do. And so that's the heating and cooling part right there. Lights, pretty self-explanatory. Bathroom, ceiling lights, awning lights. Turn that on. Oh, touch screen. That'll be the light strip underneath the awning right there to turn those off and on. Turn those off. Go back to the home. Slide out and awning. Pretty straightforward. We have one slide out for the sofa slide right there where the sofa's at. And then the awning in and out. So you do have to hold this down to get it to work. So if we want to bring that out, you just hold that down. Want to bring it in, just hold it to in. It'll come all the way in. And from here you can go to settings. Bluetooth, if you want to sync up your phone, you can do that. Wi-Fi, if you want to connect to the park's Wi-Fi, you can do that right here as well. Passcode, if you want to change that, you can do that right there. And again, the passcode is all zeros, 000, 0. Okay, and then you can change the passcode there. We'll get out of that. And those are really going to be, as far as settings, what you would need to get into. Now, battery, it'll show you the battery right now. It's at 12.7 volts. That just displays water pump. If you want to turn that on, you just touch it. You can see the circle go around it. That means it's on. Hot water heater, you can see it's off. You can do gas electric or gas and electric right there. So you can just choose whatever you'd want. I'm not going to turn that on. And then as far as the tanks, you can see the contents of the tanks. But if you were to actually touch one of these, They give you a bigger display, and then if you want to turn the 12-volt heat pads on, you'll do that right here. You just touch, and then your freshwater tank and then your waste tanks, which is going to be your gray and your black, are going to be, the heat pads are on. And again, those are 12 volt. So we'll turn those off because we don't need them right now. And then the contents of the tanks, as it fills up, this will get a little bit lighter in color. And then obviously your interior lights right here, that'll just turn them all on quick. So that is the in command control module right there. Like I said, with the slide and the awning, if you experience an issue to where you can't get this to boot up, you can go ahead and do that in the pass-through storage, where that where the brain hub is for the in command center. But I hope you guys certainly enjoy your new camper. I appreciate your business. It's been great talking with you guys. I really wish you could have made it, but I understand, you know, things that come up, and but we'll be in communication. And like I said, if you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. Cell number is 231-736-9162. Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you soon.